Lads and ladettes, I have just watched one of the best Yuri animes of all time, and no, it is not Citrus. I'm in Love with the Villainess is an absolute Yuri masterclass, and I did not think we would get a better Yuri than the magical revelation of the reincarnated princess and genius lady in 2023, but my god was I wrong. This anime is literally iconic because it not only has a great comedic side to it, but it also covers topics which animes would typically avoid, and I love that. There's one scene in particular quite early in the season where Misha straight up asks Rae if she's gay, and her friends all talk about it and call out the main love interest Claire for having a little bit of a weird look towards Rae after she comes out and says, yeah, I'm gay. And honestly, I love that scene. The fact that there's not even a question as to if the main character likes men or not and is just straight up gay and only has eyes for Claire is literally perfect. And one of the main reasons that I love this show. I mean, there is 0% Yuri bait, and they're just straight to the point and aren't afraid to talk about it. Not only is this show just genuinely enjoyable with lovable characters, but it also includes scenes that might educate people that are potentially ignorant on what it's like to be gay. But it does that in a way where it's still progressing the story and just being a whole ass vibe. I mean, this show, its characters, its entire dating sim concept, I mean, 2023 was just an amazing year for Yuri anime. But let's talk a little bit about each of the characters, starting with our main protagonist, Rae. Right from the off, I knew that I would love her character. I mean, the way she just takes one look at Claire after realizing that she's been reincarnated into this game and just immediately admits her love is so iconic. She has this whole vibe about her that's just extremely lovable. The fact that all she wants is for Claire to be happy and she can just make jokes about her doing mean things to her and her treating that as a reward, and the overall just cuteness overload we get from Rae is it's just a very, very good main character, and I think Claire's character complements her really well. Claire is like the total opposite of Rae in a sense, with the fact that she's your typical mean noble lady that just looks down on commoners at the start, but she's actually a little sweetie. She's a true tsundere, but in a perfectly non-annoying way. The other characters in this story, like the princes, Len, Minaria, Misha, who I definitely don't have a crush on, all add to the story so well, with the typical dating sim flag moments with the princes, Misha just being an absolute go, Minaria being a little menace from the moment she arrives, and Len secretly wanted to shag her brother. That's right, baby, we get an incest plot. But it's actually not a bad plot, weirdly enough. I mean, it sets up Rae and Claire coming closer together perfectly, as that's when we truly start to see their teamwork. Along with the ship named Slime that uses a secret biting technique to save Claire from the incest warriors. I mean, someone really needs to tell them that the saying is, if you're not blood related, they're free to be dated. Like, for fuck's sake, it's a very important rule, do not try and shag your sister. But seriously, as weird as an incest plot actually is, I'm glad this show doesn't defend being incest in any way. Because if it did, it would have purely ruined this masterpiece. And I genuinely do think it's a masterpiece. Like, I don't really have a bad thing to say about this anime at all. The only thing I didn't really understand was the whole magic side of things, because, like, how did Rae end up putting up a few Earth-style mud walls and then be tapped out of magic power, but yet when her and Claire were fighting like an episode or so later, she's just literally chilling? Speaking of which, I actually don't really know why they fought to become these so-called knights, and then the first thing they do is have a cross-dressing cafe. But honestly, I'm thankful that we got to see Claire and Misha in those suits, because god damn. But anyway, let me stop simping and actually give you a quick summary as to why I think you should watch this anime if you haven't already. The whole thing is truly something beautiful. It's just funny, cute, wholesome, and has a beautiful Yuri dynamic with amazing friendships that you can't help but want to watch. I genuinely enjoyed every single episode, and this shit literally had me in a chokehold the entire time, because it's just cute as fuck, and the comedy aspect is done extremely well. And when I say they do it well, I don't just mean they hit us with some normal jokes that are funny. I mean, it's more about the reactions and interactions between the characters, mainly being Rae being an absolute lunatic towards Claire and getting a reaction out of it, but it's not annoying and it never gets old. It's genuinely just funny. Overall, as a romance anime enjoyer, this is genuinely an 8.5 or 9 out of 10 for me. and I will literally be willing to do anything for a season 2. So please, please, please provide me with this, because I need more of this cuteness overload. And I also want a little bit more action too if we do get another season. I'd love to see them fight more monsters together and understand and see the magic of this world a little bit more. Because both Rae and Claire are pretty strong with magic, but I don't have any idea what actually happens in the source material, and I just want another season because I love the anime almost as much as I love it when people like and subscribe to my channel, because that's all I have for today. But thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you go and check out this anime. Remember to feed your goldfish, tell your family members you love them, and peace out.